Hey everyone, happy Friday. So, a few months ago, I did a video where I was talking about how I was suffering from really bad heartburn and chest pains, and I had tried a whole bunch of medications. And finally, my doctor put me on one called pantoprazole. Anyways, it ended up helping. However, over this time, I had seen a specialist and had an appointment set up for an endoscope to be done. So I actually had that scope done this week on Tuesday. And like I thought beforehand, I did have an ulcer, but they said that it was healed in the report. So I need to see that doctor within the next couple weeks to get some more information. But with that said, so I had this scope done Tuesday morning and they did do a biopsy. Later on that afternoon, I did start getting really uncomfortable, cramping pains in my stomach, but that is to be expected, especially if you have a biopsy done. Then on Wednesday, I was having a lot of pain in my stomach. Like, I felt like I was being stabbed in the stomach, literally. And I didn't want to jump and call the doctor because it might have gone away. So in the afternoon, I decided to call and I talked to his nurse who told me if it gets any worse, you might want to go to the hospital and get it checked out. So that's what I did yesterday because yesterday morning the pain was not gone yet. So, of course, I went and spent 5 hours at the hospital, had x rays done, and they said that everything seems to look fine, which is great news. It's kind of what I expected, but I just wanted to make sure nothing was wrong because I was having so much of this pain. Now, the only crappy thing about that is that everything is fine, but I'm still having this horrible cramping pain. It is slowly getting better, but still now on the Friday, it's still there. So I'm really hoping over the weekend that it does go away. Otherwise, I probably will end up calling the doctor again. What I kind of find funny about it is that I've had two endoscopes done in my life before. And I mean, I'm not sure if they did biopsies at that time. I know those two, there was never anything they found. So, but I definitely didn't feel the way I've been feeling after this. And even still, with the anesthetic, I've always been fine. And even up until yesterday, I was noticing that I just didn't really feel myself. My energy was extra low, lower than normal. And I did ask the nurse, and she said it could still be having an effect on you. So I wonder now, if because I have MS, my body is reacting differently to a procedure that before I had no problems. And even something like the anesthetic, if my body just can't really handle this type of stuff anymore. It's actually been really frustrating. Part of me wishes I didn't get the scope so I wouldn't have this problem. But, I can't really think about that now. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that this problem lets up over the weekend. And going forward, I think that when it comes to certain things like this, I have to think really long and hard if it's something that I really need to get done, because clearly now that I have MS, my body is reacting a lot differently and taking it a lot harder than it normally would. So thank you for watching today's video. I will keep you all posted on what happens and when this lets up. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.